Happy hump day, everybody. Thanks for joining me, and let's get started. I am part of the Look for Less challenge, and I look forward to this challenge every month. The host is Yami, the Latina next door, and the co-host this month is Hayley from the Farmer and the Southern Belle. So I'm going to go ahead and link their channels in the description box along with the playlist. So what you're going to need today is some small boxes. These boxes are the ones from Christmas lights, and they're not very big. They're smaller than cereal boxes, but you could use like fruit snack boxes or something like that. What I did was I started off with spray painting it in silver, and then this is my galvanizing palette, and it's deep brown, silver, pewter gray, white, and black. And I use these little makeup sponges because it kind of renders to the actual galvanizing look. And I just start off with the black, and I go all the way around and just kind of dab it on there. And I went ahead and I did that to all of them. So then what I do is I take a little bit of the white and the pewter gray and go through and dab it on and do a whole nother layer of that. And you just kind of keep layering it on, and it seems like you're doing all this work and you're just covering up what you just finished doing, but it's really necessary because it does help, get you to where you want to go as far as the galvanized look. So you just go ahead, you put the whole layer of the white and the pewter gray on there, and you don't have to cover up every part of it, but you do want to cover up like the darker black spots just so that's covered and that's not coming through, but some of it's going to come through, and that's fine, because then it looks more natural. But you go through and just kind of dab it all over the place. And once you do that, the next color you're going to use is the silver. Now the silver, I just kind of do a thin layer of the silver over it. Now this is one with the white and gray pewter over it, and one with just a black, so you can already see the difference. So once I'm done, like I said, once I'm done doing the pewter gray and white, we're just going to take the silver and we're going to go over it, and that way it just adds that last layer of the metallic part of it, or the steel part of it, and gives it a little bit of shine, but not too much. And you do want some of the parts to be a little bit more dull. Sorry, I'm kind of out of the screenshot there. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm just trying to see it and not realizing that I'm not in the camera there. But yeah, you just go ahead and you put your, layer of silver on there, and it's actually really easy, and I find it to be kind of relaxing to do this. So I don't mind sitting here doing it. It takes a little bit longer than just like, one layer of the silver or the gray and just calling it a day. But I think it really, really does make a difference when you do the layers. And I always start off with the dark and then just kind of add on top of that. Now I did put the silver on the box just because I thought it would be easier to spray paint it than trying to paint it and then it gets all, curled up or whatever. So this is how it looks once all the layers are on there. Now what I did was I took some poster board and I just cut it up into little squares. I didn't measure it or anything. I just took a strip and cut it up into little squares, and I'm trying to make sure that they are on the like the dull side, not the shiny side, because like the poster boards have a shiny side to them. Then I'm just going to take some black paint and just dab it on there and cover them all with the black paint. And I did put a whole lot on that first one, but then I just kind of use whatever's left on that excuse me, on that sponge, and cover up the rest of them, and then just try to dab a little bit on them. Don't want them to be too dark, kind of want them to look like metal, but I didn't want to use the gray just because I didn't think it was going to be dark enough. So I just took the black and just kind of made it as light as possible. Then I took a little bit of the deep brown and I just kind of dabbed a little bit of that on there just to kind of make it look a little worn and like it was rusted a little bit, because these are going to be the hinges. And so I just took the deep brown and just put a little bit around the edges, or wherever, just like I said, to make it look a little bit rusted. And if you make a mistake, all you have to do is let it dry and then just go over it again with whatever the color is that you want it to be, and it works fine. So just don't worry if you do make mistakes. It's not a big deal. It will, you can always fix it. So all right, yeah, so I did that, put the little bit of rusted corners on there, and then what I did was I took my heat gun to kind of dry the boxes out a little bit more. I had to grab my heat gun there. And so I'm going to take the heat gun and I'm going to dry the boxes, because they were kind of still a little bit wet, and I didn't want to start gluing anything on there and then it doesn't stick. So I took my heat gun and I dried them up, and I love this heat gun. It's perfect. It's not, you can't really see it. All you can see is the nozzle there. And I don't really own a real blow dryer. I don't ever really blow dry my hair like that. My girls have blow dryers, so you could use a blow dryer if you have one. But because I don't have one and I didn't feel like going, I kind of got tired of asking my girls for one of their blow dryers, I went and got myself a heat gun. And then it came in handy when we were doing our drywall in the basement. So I just went ahead and did a quick once over on the little tabs, even though those dried pretty quickly. Then I went ahead and folded the little tab or the pieces of poster board in half, because like I said, these are going to be our hinges. And I just went through and folded them in half, and then I'm going to figure out how I want the boxes to line up. And the picture does show 6 boxes. I didn't have 6 boxes, so I just went with 4, but you can use as many or as few as you want. And I found these fruit snack boxes at the Dollar Tree that I thought would work really well, because they're kind of small and not too big, and I thought they'd be perfect for this. So if you want to grab those next time you're at Dollar Tree, or any boxes that you already have on hand will be fine. So I'm just taking the little fake hinges and I'm gluing them on there and putting one on the top, one on the bottom, and then I'm going to flip the boxes over and glue 2 more on the other side, and then flip them over again and put 2 more on there, so it turns into an accordion. And then if you get glue, sorry it's not completely in the screen. I guess I just wasn't paying attention, but so you're going to put one on that side, then I'm going to flip the box over and just going to make an accordion. And the more you add, then you just have to keep flipping it back and forth until, you get as many in there as you want. So here we go. We're going to figure out where I want the other one, flip it over, and put 2 more hinges on there. And that's all I keep doing. So I just want to take a moment out to thank everyone who has joined me. For all of you who continue to watch my videos and comment and, keep me going here. I really, really, truly appreciate it. And I, just want you guys to know that. And please be sure to subscribe and share and hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time I do upload a video. I'm going to be doing my very best to try and at least upload 2 to 3 times a week. And let me know in the comments what you would have done different, or, what type of DIYs you want to see. If you, I don't do a whole lot of different types of styles like boho and all that stuff, but I definitely can. And I'm going to be doing some furniture makeovers and stuff like that. So, let me know what you guys would like to see, and I'll do my best to make sure that I, get that content out to you. So here I am. And so, yeah, so thank you, thank you, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. And to everyone who's new here and who's hopped on from the challenge, welcome. And please, if you like what you see today, be sure to subscribe and stick around and join me for the next one. So here's the last hinge on here, and I wasn't really sure what I was going to put in here. Then I kind of wanted it to be like a little herb garden, so I might end up putting like a label on here that says herbs or something like that. But for now, I just grabbed some greenery and stuff that I had, and then I put it in there. So this is what it looks like when it's all done, and I actually really, really like this. Tell me what you think in the comments below, and until next time, be the reason someone smiles. Bye.